guys, today is going to be a good video. We are going to face the London system again. So with the, let's say, accelerated bishop's development, bishop to f4, and we are playing the kind of cheeky move c6 with the idea, if possible, to bring the queen out and put pressure on this pawn on b2 and on the dark squares. So white continued with e3, the most popular move by far, and now queen b6, and now white went queen c1. I think probably practically that's not the best move for white. The queen is a bit passive, and you are giving up some of these light diagonals that white is often attacking on. So here d6 instead. I think knight h5 immediately was also interesting. Perhaps that was even better. Instead I played d6, and after c3 I played knight to d7, and here I think both knight to h5 and c5 would have been good moves, or maybe not. Maybe c5, but probably even better bishop to f5, controlling this diagonal where the white bishop wants to be. So now it can't get there. Since if we play bishop f5 now, we control that square first. Instead, knight to d7, preparing some e5 ideas. After knight f3, now I went knight h5. Bishop to g3, you know what will happen probably. Well, here I played g6, but it was in this case not such a good idea, since now I forgot about that actually during game. Now white has the move bishop h4 to save his bishop a while longer, and we need to spend some time to get it. So here immediately taking out the knight and playing g6 would have been a far better idea. So instead I played g6. That's sometimes a good move, but here it's not so much, since, like I said, white can keep onto his bishop a bit longer, make us waste some time getting it back. And after knight to d2 we take it out, and here I played bishop to g7, and now white played bishop to e2. I thought here it was time to do a counter strike. Also, maybe something like queen c7 was also good. We are anticipating this knight jumping to c4, and we'll probably have to get the queen to safety anyway. It's placed also very well here, supporting the c5 push and the e5 push. Now, after e5 and the queen to c2, I went and played d5. So both e takes d5 and d5 were good moves. White went knight to h4, and here I took on d4 finally. So e takes d4 is usually the right recapture for white, since if he recaptures this way, there might be some problems here on the queen sides. After, for example, c5, right now black has a lot more space to maneuver, and generally white should take e takes e4, not c takes e4. Here I already could have played c5, but instead I castled first. White went long castle, and this was his mistake. I think he was feeling a bit too safe. He thought, well, I'm having this knight here, my queen is already active, my rooks are staring, but I think a lot of players are underestimating how solid this fianchetto setup actually is. White usually needs some pawn breaks to help weaken our king side, and with these pawns here being a bit immobile, perhaps only f4, f5 might be an idea, but it's also quite slow. So with this pawn here on g3, obviously h4, h5, typical idea isn't possible. and after c5 we are pretty fast on the attack. So after knight takes c5, we play, after pawn takes d5 we play knight takes c5, and here now finally white played f4, but it's too slow, and here I played bishop to d7 with the intention of harassing this queen and getting this rook on the open c file perhaps. Also note that our let's use another color, that our bishop is already very active, only this pawn is in the way. So bishop d7, here we are already minus 3.7. In this case I left the evaluation on just so you could see a little bit better what's going on. And after knight to f3, probably thinking about jumping in here to attack something, I went bishop to a4, and after b3, a great move to make, and I actually played it in the game, I found it, bishop takes b3, with the problem being that this is a check, and after the king moves, we can do several things. Rook c8 is the strongest, but even this will win material, you see. So we are a lot of pawns up now. Well, we are two pawns up, and yeah, we are in a great position. But even better, bringing more pieces in. And after something like this, yeah, we give a check, we take out this bishop again, and now the difference is that our rook is already very active on the c file, which means we can immediately win this pawn, and with these rooks on the c and a files, white is in a lot of trouble. So after the sacrifice, and after my move knight takes b3 check, white actually resigned. So here you go, resignation against the London in let's see, 20 moves, and white didn't make any mistakes, didn't make any blunders, 5 imperfections, while black played pretty well. And I think also black's play was pretty easy from the start, right? You see, we are bringing our queen out to draw this queen to the defense of b2. We should have probably attacked this bishop a bit sooner, and here actually taken immediately, so that bishop h4 is impossible. But still, after all of these moves, and here indeed queen c7 is a nice prophylactic move, since that knight probably wants to jump to c4 anyway, so playing queen c7 is probably we need to do at some point anyway. And after e5, so e5 and c5 are the typical breaks you are looking for. And here, after some more moves, black castled long, which was a big mistake, since all our pieces are coming are jumping into action very quickly, and white's attack on the king side is just too slow, and this construction is just at the moment too sturdy, it's too solid. So here f4, trying to go maybe f5, maybe take this pawn, maybe go f6, and after bishop takes c7, bishop to d7, knight to b3 was necessary to keep playing on, but even then, here knight to b3 was necessary, but even then, one of these rooks will come to the c file, and yeah, white doesn't have that much fun. So in the game, knight to f3, and after this move, provoking a weakness by white here. I captured, and after this, well, the end result, yeah, is that after we take and white takes our queen and white does something like this. In the end, we win this pawn on c3, and now we are, let's see, 3 pawns up. Yeah, this pawn is doubled, but even then. And our pieces here are super active with white's queen, with white's king being in danger, and with the queens of the board. Yeah, white shouldn't really hope to have any kind of attack. So that was again a nice game against the London system. As you can see, even when white plays very actively, if he doesn't have a good understanding about the position, and we have, black can in fact outplay white in these positions, and that is why I like these offbeat sidelines, for example with c6. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, please like, subscribe, or leave a comment, and I will see you maybe in one of the next ones.